Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Courage to Caregivers for Monday, December 26th. It's so good to be with you today. Today is our recap week where we review all the breathing techniques that we studied over the past month of December. It is also the end of our curriculum year, and I invite you to think about some of the breathing techniques we learned over this whole year. Maybe you're already using some of those techniques in your everyday self-care practice. Maybe there's some you would like to recall and implement into your daily routine. So, whatever that looks like for you, let this last session of the year be our gift to you, and we hope that it has been a good year all the way around. And so we're going to start with first things first, and that's a recap of this month. The theme of the month was outlook, and we began the month with the topic of hope. Hope as an optimistic state of mind based on an expectation of positive outcomes with respect to one's own circumstances or the world at large. In other words, to have hope is to want an outcome that makes your life better in any particular way. Hope can be a necessity for getting us through challenges or hardships. And just like gratitude can offer a distraction from our problems as we learn to look at the bigger picture. Scientific studies tell us that when we have a hopeful outlook, it helps people live longer by improving mental health, reducing anxiety, reducing depression, boosting the immune system, and lowering the risk of cardiovascular disease. Imagine all that. And there's so much more. When we're hopeful, our hearts just grow and grow and grow to overflowing at times. In the second week, we learned about opportunity and possibility and how every crisis has embedded in it the opportunity for change. We often cannot go back and change what happened, but we can reframe our outlook to embrace all the possibilities that can emerge from our circumstances in a positive way. And sometimes we have to let go or get out of our own way to allow the space for those new opportunities to take root and grow. In week 3, we looked at celebrating success and why it is so important. Feeling successful actually causes chemical changes in the body and the release of endorphins or the feel-good hormones into the brain. It strengthens our resolve and our motivation to keep going and deal with our challenges and deal with these challenges with confidence and positivity. And it's not just the big things that deserve celebrating. It is also important to celebrate the small wins and celebrate those things with everyday milestones, just the little things that happen. Celebrating success has a great benefit for our mental outlook as well, as we take the time to acknowledge what we've accomplished with gratitude for our journey. So all these things we've been learning about in December, we can take tonight and bring them all together as we summarize and reflect and reminisce. And so, having said that, I'd like for you to get nice and comfortable as we begin the breathing meditation aspect of our session tonight. So maybe taking a moment to shift from one sitting bone to another so that you're nice and grounded in your space there, bringing both feet to the floor and placing your back against the back of the chair. Finding a nice tall spine and perhaps a little lift through the crown of the head, placing your hands on your knees or on your thighs so that you're nice and aligned there. And then choosing to close the eyes or to leave them at a soft gaze. We will begin to breathe in and out of the nose, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the rhythm of your own unique breath as it comes and as it goes. And just beginning to slow down your body and your mind. So, whatever you were doing prior to tuning in today or tonight, just start to slow down the breath, slow down the body, and come to this place of stillness. And then knowing if there's any thoughts that try to come in, just seeing these thoughts without judgment, and then very gently letting them go. On this wintry day, let it go, let it go, let it go. We know that these thoughts will not impact your practice today. So just filtering out anything that doesn't serve you in this present moment, and just being here with yourself and with me right now. Good. And as you're inviting in a slower, deeper breath, and as you are just feeling that stress level drop down, 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 we're going to revisit the stair-step breathing technique that was our focus this month. Now, we can do this two ways. There's the stair-step breathing up, and there's the stair-step breathing down. So it's important to have a little visualization when you practice a breathing technique. I like this one because the visual is so apparent. The stair-step breathing up, you can visualize yourself walking up the stairs very slowly. And the stair-step breathing down, you can visualize yourself going down the stairs slowly and mindfully. And so determine which one suits you best today. There's always a breathing technique that resonates with you even more. So you can choose the one that suits you best. We're going to begin with the first breathing technique, going up the stairs. So this one looks like this. We go up the stairs and we sip in the breath or inhale in 3 parts. And so we're going to take an in-breath in and pause. Take a little sip of air in and pause. And finally, sip in the air all the way to the top of the breath and pause. And then let it out with one slow, deep exhale. Beautiful. Let's try that again together. Breathing in a little sip of air and pause. Sipping in the air again and pause. And then finally sipping the air all the way in to the top of the breath and pause. And then exhaling, let it go all at once, slowly, mindfully, deeply. Beautiful. And so once again to review, inhaling in a 3-part breath, slowly, little sip of air, pause, another little sip of air, pause, and then inhale all the way up to the top of the breath and pause. And then exhale, letting it out all at once until there's nothing left in the lungs and you're anticipating that next breath. Good, beautiful. Let's keep it going. This time I want you to think about sipping in and drinking in hope and love, and exhaling out resistance and doubt and fear. So let's think about that as we inhale together. One little sip of air and pause. Another little sip of air and pause. And finally, inhaling that last little bit of air all the way to the top of the breath and pause. And then exhale, letting it all out at once, deeply, mindfully, and letting go of resistance and fear and doubt. Beautiful, everyone. I'll give you a couple of rounds of breath to do this on your own, to the rhythm of your own breath, remembering to sip it in 3 parts gradually as you inhale, and to exhale all at once fully and completely. So trying this on your own now. Beautiful, everybody. Excellent job. Now let's try the stair-step breathing in reverse, where we are going to inhale through the nose normally. So a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to be letting the breath out in 3-part increments. So letting it out just a little bit and pause. Exhale a little bit and pause. And then exhale one more time and pause till we reach the very bottom of the breath and all of the air is out of the lungs. And then we'll inhale again, all the way to the top of the breath. And then exhale just a little sip of air, pause. Exhale a little bit more and pause. And then exhale just a little bit more all the way down to the bottom of the breath until there is nothing left in the lungs. Pause. And then anticipating that next inhale, inhale fully all the way up to the top of the breath. Good. Exhale just a little bit and pause. Exhale a little bit more and pause. And then exhale all the way down to the bottom of the breath and pause. Beautiful. Trying that again on that inhale. Inhaling all the way up to the top of the breath fully. And exhale. Pause just a little bit. Exhale a little bit more and pause. And then exhale just a little bit more all the way down to that final breath on that exhale and pause. Good. You may continue this breath on your own, breathing in normally and exhale with that 3-part pause. And you can continue this. And as you do, dropping down more and more fully into the present moment and saying to yourself now, I am here now. All is well. So once again, that inhaling through the nose, slow, deep inhale. Exhale in that 3-part breath, just a little bit at a time, as if you're walking down the stairs. I invite you to try that now on your own. Good. As you continue on the stair-step breathing going down, I will read our affirmations for today's practice. As you know, affirmations are positive statements that we make to ourselves, and when we do, they begin to resonate deep within us and become part of us. My positivity and appreciation act like powerful magnets for miracles and magic every day of my life. I find beauty and joy in the present moment and trust that all is well. I welcome the opportunity to change and grow and take the time to celebrate small wins. I welcome the opportunity to change and grow and take the time to celebrate small wins. Good. Beautiful, everybody. Couple more rounds of breath here, really feeling it in the body. Good. Beautiful. And as that's feeling complete, just begin to gently blink open the eyes and find your alignment again in your chair. So making sure that your back is toward the back of the chair, feet are on the floor, and that you're nice and grounded here. And we'll begin a little mindful movement for tonight. And so just placing your hands again lightly on the thighs or on the knees, we're just going to start to rotate the head, just moving it around and finding some ease in the neck and the shoulders. Good. Taking it nice and slow, maybe moving in the opposite direction, so turning your head the other way. Good. And then finally coming back to center, we're going to take the right hand to the left ear as we bend the head over the right shoulder, breathing here as we open up that whole left side of the neck. Just breathe into that gentle stretch. Good. And then releasing. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left fingers to right ear. And just gently tip the head over that left shoulder, opening up that right side of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Good. And then gently releasing here. And then we're going to begin the 6 directions of the spine. This is a wonderful warm-up of the spine. We know that the spine is the architecture of the body. It holds everything else in place. It's our foundation. And so we'll begin by doing some flexion and extension of the spine. We're going to place those hands once again on the thighs or the knees. As we lift the gaze, inhale and slightly arch the back, breathing here. And we're going to exhale, bringing those hands back toward the body, rounding the spine, tucking the chin to the chest on that out breath. Good. And then again, inhaling to lift the gaze, arch the back. Good. Exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Beautiful. So I invite you to just find this flexion and extension on your own, remembering to match the breath with the movement, breathing in as you lift the gaze, breathing out as you tuck the chin. Beautiful. Good, good, good. Just feeling it in the body and opening up that whole back body with this movement. Good. And then coming back to center, we'll begin some torsion of the spine. This is when we twist. And so again, finding your sitting bones rooted onto your chair, we'll lift that right arm up overhead, lengthening through the fingertips. as we exhale and bend to the left side. Good. Beautiful. Inhaling back through center. We're going to place that hand, that right hand on your chair, lifting the other arm up overhead, and we bend to the right. Good. So you can continue this on your own. Inhaling as we lift the arm, exhale as we move to the side. Beautiful. Keeping a nice tall spine as you go. And it's really important that we move the 6 directions of the spine each and every day. So just feeling it here in the body. Good. That feels great this morning. Beautiful. Good. And then bringing the hands to the heart center. We're going to begin some cross body movements. So bringing one hand, bringing the left hand to, the right hand to the left shoulder. Just breathing here. Breathing in, breathing out, and then taking the left hand to the right shoulder. So a nice little hug for yourself here in this moment. Cross-body movement. Good. And now we're going to cross at the elbows. So bringing the elbows together and bringing the palms together in eagle arms and eagle hands, pressing the palms together. And you can choose to stay right here, or you could try to lift the arms up. If that's too much strain on the shoulders, just leave the hands here and breathing into eagle arms. Good. Resilient, strong eagle. That's you, everyone. Beautiful. And then uncrossing the hands, releasing the arms, and just floating those arms into the back plane of the body. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. And then once again, opposite arm to opposite shoulders, giving yourself a great big hug here. Good. And now we're going to cross at the elbows, but whatever arm was underneath, you're going to do the opposite this time. So crossing at the elbows, pressing the palms together to find your eagle arms once again. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And then releasing the hands, releasing the arms, bringing those arms into the back plane of the body. Maybe start to wiggle the fingers here. And then releasing the arms, just starting to shake out the hands and the fingers. Good. And bringing the arms out long in front of us. I'm going to take the left arm across the body. And just let that arm be open, let the palm be open, let the fingers be facing the ceiling here. And while we're here, just taking your gaze out over that left shoulder. So a little cross body movement of the upper arms. Good. And then coming back to center, release the arms, bringing the arms out in front of you again, and taking the right upper arm across the body as we take the gaze out over that right shoulder. And just breathe into the stretch. Beautiful. Good. And then releasing the arms, shaking out the fingers once again. We're going to begin some sun salutations in the chair. So find your tall posture once again. I'm going to inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, pressing the palms together. Exhaling, hands come to the heart. Good. We're going to inhale once again, lifting. Exhale, swan dive down to the legs. Let it go, let it go, let it go. So just letting your head hang heavy here and bringing your hands to the knees or the shins, the ankles, whatever feels good to you. And then pressing into the shins, coming up with a halfway lift, flatten out the back. Exhale, let it go, float down over the legs. And then placing your hands on your chair, slowly uncurling the spine, one vertebra at a time, as we lift the arms overhead and exhale, hands to the heart. Good, let's do that again. So inhaling, arms come up overhead. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Good. Inhaling once again. And exhale, floating over the legs like a waterfall. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And just let the head drop. Feel that expansion in the back of the neck. We're going to inhale, placing hands on the knees or on the shins to rise. Exhale, float it down over the legs. And then placing your hands on your chair, slowly uncurling the spine to seated. Bringing the arms up overhead and exhale, hands to heart. Let's do a couple of brain games here to engage both the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. So using your finger, we're going to trace the infinity symbol, and that is kind of the number 8 that is laying on its side. So you can think of it that way. So just tracing that symbol slowly, mindfully, to get that brain engaged on both sides. Good. Now, how about let's do it the opposite way? So this challenges the brain a little bit more. So just taking that figure 8 in the opposite direction. Good. Beautiful. And you can stop. Let's try writing your name in the skies. So having your finger as your pencil, just beginning to write your name as you normally would from left to right. That's easy, isn't it? Right? Cross the T for Cathy. Let's do that again. Good. Writing your name. Good. Now let's try writing your name going in the opposite direction. So instead of left to right, from right to left. It's a little more challenging, isn't it? Take your time with it. Just engage that brain going the other way. Good. Let's try that again. I'm glad I have a short name. Good. One more time. Beautiful. And you can stop. Great. Okay, let's try a little hand massage here. So we're going to bring both hands up to face the sky. And then just take one hand and with the thumb of the opposite hand, start to massage in the center of the hand. So just really getting getting inside that fleshy part of the hand. And then start to draw that thumb outward to each digit, the bottom of each digit, the pinky finger, the ring finger, and the middle finger. And finally, the index finger and then the thumb. So starting to massage that little joint at the base of each finger. Good. And then just taking one finger at a time. So giving a gentle tug to each finger, maybe rotating and pulling here. And then going back down the hand. And then finally, just giving it a little wisp of a movement here. And so when you do this, it's nice to sometimes use some essential oils or lotion. Makes things move a little easier, but you don't have to. It's just a suggestion. So let's try the other hand again. We're going to take the thumb of the opposite hand into the middle of the hand and slowly start to circle and move. Getting all those little nooks and crannies. And on the top of the hand, right here, getting into all those little fine bones. that are at the top of the hand here, or the back of the hand, I guess you could say. So just getting your whole hand in there, really releasing any tension that you might be carrying there. And then the base of the fingers, once again, revisiting each base of each finger, bringing a little relaxation there. And then just pulling gently, little gentle tug on each digit. And then wisp. Good. And back down the hand again. Good. So bringing a little relaxation there. And so finally, I invite you to rub the hands together, creating a little warmth, a little friction. As we place the hands over the eyes, cupping them gently, and breathing in and out this place of stillness, finding a little darkness behind the eyes here. Breathing in hope and love. Breathing out doubt, resistance, and fear. Beautiful. And then releasing the hands. Now I invite you to find any comforts that you might need for your final rest tonight, whether that is a blanket or a pillow, whether you're using a music from a playlist, or excuse me, whether you will rest in silence tonight. Whatever you need to make yourself more comfortable, and also perhaps lowering your lights, finding your space in your chair or on the floor. And I'll give you a couple of moments to do that. So just finding whatever you need. Good. And if you're laying on the floor, just making sure that you're resting comfortably from your toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Maybe taking a moment to roll your shoulder blades underneath you to make sure you're nice and grounded there in your space. If you're resting in your chair, just making sure that you're supported on all sides, that your feet are on the floor, that your seat is nice and rooted in your chair with your sitting bones there, and that your back is against the back of the chair. Good. So we're going to do a nice old-fashioned yoga nidra tonight, calling to mind various parts of the body. And as I bring them to your attention, you'll bring your attention there, and we'll move on to the next and the next and the next until the whole body is completely relaxed. So just taking some breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Starting to slow down and deepen the breath once again. Good. And then bringing your awareness to the crown of the head and feeling yourself letting go of all tension there. And then bringing your awareness to the forehead, the temples, the cheeks, and the jaw. Finding softness and stillness behind the eyes until your whole head is completely relaxed. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. And then letting your awareness travel down to the right shoulder, the right upper arm, the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, the back of the hand and the palm of the hand, and all the fingers of the right hand, the right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, so that from the fingers of the right hand all the way up to the right shoulder. Your whole right arm is relaxed. Just breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Beautiful. Now moving the awareness down the right side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, and the waist. And then letting your awareness settle down into that right hip, the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the foot, and the top of the foot and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the right foot. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe, so that from the toes of the right foot all the way up to the right hip, your whole right leg is relaxed. Your whole right side is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Beautiful. Crossing over to the left side of the body, let's begin with the left shoulder, the left upper arm, the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, back of the hand, and palm of the hand, and all the fingers of the left hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, so that from the fingers of the left hand all the way up to that left shoulder, your whole left arm is relaxed. Just breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Good. Moving down the left side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, and the waist. And finally settling your awareness in the left hip, the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the foot, the top of the foot and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe, so that from the toes of the left foot all the way up to the left hip, your whole left leg is relaxed. Your whole left leg is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. Beautiful. Now bringing your awareness to the back body and all parts of the body that are resting on the earth or resting in your chair. The back of the heels, the calves, the thighs, the buttocks, the low back, middle back, upper back and shoulder blades, the back of the head. The whole back body is relaxed. The whole back body is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And now for the front body and all parts of the body that shine toward the sun. The front of the legs, the hips and the pelvis, the low belly, the upper belly, the ribs, the chest, and the heart. Your heart, your generous caregiving heart, in appreciation for this generous heart that gives and gives to so many people every day that are in your care. Let your heart rest. Let your mind rest. And let your body just rest. Your whole body is relaxed. Your whole body is completely and totally relaxed. Rest now in this knowing. Just rest. Very gently and very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the body, starting to move in small ways, wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe taking a full body stretch, either in your chair or on the floor. Whatever movement your body needs to come back to the present moment, give yourself that gift right now. Good. And just taking your time, maybe allowing for a deeper breath, deeper inhale, and a deeper exhale. Good. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, just rolling to one side and making a little pillow for your head as I read a closing quotation. This is adapted from Hillary Clinton, and she says, "Just as a positive outlook on life can promote good health, creating good health through supportive habits and everyday acts of kindness, let us enjoy a more positive outlook." I love that. So you can create that positive outlook that is well within your reach. And whenever you're ready, just pressing yourself back up into a seated position, and we'll meet with hands to the heart. And so bowing down, taking a look at your fingertips here, breathing in and breathing out. In gratitude for the time we had together tonight, in gratitude for this whole year that has gone by, and hoping that you will find something that you learned over the past year to use for yourself as a tool in your toolbox on your caregiving journey. Let's release the hands, floating them up to the air, pressing the palms together, and bringing the hands back to the heart. As always, the light that is within me honors and recognizes the light that I see shining from each one of you. And we share that acknowledgement when we say together, Namaste. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.